So it's like 1:30 and I just got home from seeing the Maine and it was amazing and I'm gonna tell you all about it because I'm way too lazy to type it. So we got there, doors open at 6 and we got there like 4. Got Chipotle, good stuff. Then we went and like sat in line for a while and it was me and my friend Kelsey and our butts became numb from sitting so long. Then we went to walk and it was really hard to walk. That was fun. Then we got in, we were pretty, we weren't that far back in line. And we got in, and last time I saw them, and every other time I've seen the Maine play, Kennedy's always been, like, if you're facing the stage, he's been on the left. But he wasn't this time, but we didn't know that. So we were like, oh, let's go to Kennedy's side because she loves Kennedy, and the other side's like Garrett and Jared. And I was like, I don't really care because I like Pat or John, and they're just in the middle, so I didn't care. But then, so we went all the way to the left, and it was really weird. The venue didn't have walls; it was just curtains. So there were barricades on the side, going it was middle, and then the barricades went out diagonal. So we could lean against those, and we got pretty close. And we had to wait for an hour in the venue before Austin Gibbs started, which is annoying, but it got really hot, but it was fine. And Austin Gibbs came on, and I hadn't ever heard any of his stuff, and normally I'll listen to bands before I go to concerts if I don't know them, but I kind of just wanted to be surprised, and I didn't think it was that big a deal if I didn't like it or whatever, but I actually loved it. Oh my god, he's amazing, and his voice is just so good. And I just love, it's better version of Never Shout Never, kind of. I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of like that, but I don't know, just more deep, I don't know. But I really, really like it, and I'm definitely gonna check him out more and get some of his stuff. And Pat and Kennedy came out and played with him, and Kennedy was on the side that we were standing on for Austin Gibbs, and oh my god, they got so into it. Vito and Max were on the side stage, watching them. They were pointing and laughing at Pat. It was so funny. Oh my god, they were so into it. Pat was singing along, screaming, headbanging, smashing the drums, and on the last song, he just didn't stop playing the drums. He just kept going, and everyone's what are you doing? They're all standing there, yeah. And Pat's just on the drums. And and then when they weren't playing, the Century was on and stuff, Kennedy and Pat kept creeping, and so there was a little passageway up onto the stage, and they kept popping out, and it was really funny. We were oh, there they are. We were spying on them. And Andrew from Rock's Moon was there. Don't really know why. Then Austin Gibbs Austin Gibbs ended pretty quickly, which is sad. But and he played a song that he doesn't normally play. Something about he wrote it. I don't know what it's called. New York. I don't know. Something about traveling the world, because a girl that he knew said she wanted to go to New York to fall in love. So he gave it a shot, and then it was really good. And then he was over, and then this Century came out, and I only knew half of their stuff. I've been listening to them for a while, but I have their CD, but it's not. I don't know. Not on. I don't know if it's on my iPod. And I haven't listened to them in a while. I was really into them a year ago. So I knew some of their stuff, but not a lot of it. I don't know, good half. And Austin Gibbs came out and played with them, and they were really good. Everyone in the crowd was so good for them. I hate it when it's an opening band and not a lot of people know, and the crowd just stands there. It must make that band feel so bad, that no one knows them. But not all the the band didn't know. The crowd didn't know all the songs. obviously, but it was like still fun. Um, they were all jumping and like around and screaming, and it was not that big of a crowd. It was like, I mean, 600 people. Like, that's not that big for me. I've been to like 3,000. It was the biggest show, not festival, that I've been to. New York City, Glen Appeal Store, straight to DVD, alternative, yeah. Um, but they were really good. And then Joel played Money Honey, which I guess he doesn't play, like, ever. I don't really know if that's true. But he played it, which was cool. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed them. I sang along and danced to the songs I know. And so after their set ended, um, my friend and I wanted to get a little closer because we figured, people would be like pushing to get, but there was not really many people behind us, even though we were only like 6 people back on the side. I guess there weren't a lot of people. And so there was like 5 girls, no, yeah, 5 girls in front of us, and they hadn't been getting into any of the music. They were just standing there. They weren't singing along to anything. Didn't have their cameras out, like nothing. And I was like, okay, if you don't know them, that's one thing, but at least like bob your head. It's catchy music. Like if you like the Maine, you're gonna like this music. And they just weren't doing anything. So we were like, okay, maybe we can like get in front of them. They don't really seem that into it. It's like, so we like asked. They're just like, nah. So then I like tried to like push forward because I usually do that with my friends at concerts. I'll like leave the push line, and this one girl just like started bitching. She was like, "No, okay, there has to be room up there because the people are gonna want to push backwards." And I mean, I don't know anyone who pushes backwards at a concert. Like, where what concerts are you going to that people push backwards? Hello, they push forwards to get to the stage. And she was like, "You're only gonna be 5 inches closer. It really doesn't fucking matter." And then I was like, "Whatever. Okay, you're a bitch." Um, and then she started talking to her friend about like how at other concerts when people were like elbowing her, like pushing her or something, she would just punch them or kick them. And I was like, "Oh, you're really nice." Like, I mean, there's trying to get forward and like, trying to benefit yourself, but then there's just like being rude. You don't have to do that, you know. Everyone basically has the same goal, so like, I don't know, if you just are like respectful, like that's why we asked her in the first place. But she just wasn't having any of it, and I don't know, it was really unfortunate. And like, they didn't move once during the entire show, like even when the Maine was there. I don't know why they even went to this concert. It was like, oh my god, so annoying. And it also was annoying because like every like boy in all the bands, they would go to the other side of the stage and they never came to ours because like our side seemed so dead except for me and my friend. We were the only ones like dancing and like the front row. We were the only ones like so into it, like screaming and like singing our hearts out and stuff. And this other band, I mean this group, just was like not having it, and it was really unfortunate. And this has been a really long post, so I'm gonna stop and then make another video, and I'm just gonna keep doing that until I'm done with all my stories because YouTube only takes 10-minute videos. I don't know, I just gotta be safe, and it's been 9 minutes, so pause.